This is Sandman1MT and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, hit that like and subscribe and we'll just get right down to it. This year's Lantern Rite, I'm sorry, it's the most disappointing one I have been to yet. This is my third Lantern Rite and they're still using the same resources. And not only that, they put in the minimal effort. Look, this is the newest float. And if you look around the town, this is supposed to be a festival, people. And here you are. There's hardly anyone in here. Hardly any NPCs, any characters, or anything that really gives it life. In fact, this year's Lantern Rite, they've actually taken resources out of it. So instead of dropping their graphical quality for the poor mobile users out there, they just simply took the resources out of the game. And that comes to my other issue. Sure, they gave us this cute little 4-star character, Yan Lan. She's a good character. She's great. However, they put her out on a rerun banner. They could have put her on that double banner they stuck us with, but no, they put it in the second latter half on a rerun. And now you come up over here, this new area, the only thing they've changed, they've added some mini games. So instead of just enjoying the fireworks of the festival, we got to go ahead and come up these little, tiny little spots over here and go ahead and smack them with your character. So she walks up over here, smack. Here you go, a little firework. That one didn't work. Half the times when I'm hitting these, they couldn't even take the time to make sure that it works. I run across this multiple times. And now look over here. They gave us a coin. We track these things down, get a coin a few times, and we get a few cheap rewards, some more, and maybe a few things towards our wishes. And once again, you look around the whole entire area. This is at a full festival. I haven't completed the festival yet, but yet this is supposed to be at its peak. And I'm sorry, it just leaves you wanting. No matter how much I love this little 4-star, I think she's a great addition, but it just doesn't make up for everything else that's lacking. And come to other things that are lacking in this Lantern Rite is the English voice lines. 85% of the characters have no voice. Hu Tao, who I paid for on the skin and was looking forward in this Lantern Rite to hearing her lines for the costume I paid for. Do I get anything? Nope. Nothing there. She just has no voice lines. Or I can go ahead and listen to Japanese, which, oh great. I don't recognize the voice, so I don't have any attachment to it. Last year, we at least had an event where we flew among the fireworks. This year, go ahead and look at this, folks. You look around through a microscope, we get to see our hilly troll enemies watching some nice fireworks that fire off once in a while through this microscope. There you go. There is the event and amount of effort they put into it, using the same resources and adding tiny little aspects like this into the game. I myself have been left very disappointed between the lack of storyline and an area that's supposed to be in a celebration of one of the biggest events of the year, or at least the second biggest. It just doesn't even feel like that in any sort of the way. To me, I think it's such a hard pass. This is one of the reasons why I'm leaving Genshin Impact and I'm going to start playing Wuthering Waves. Now this is last year's Lantern Rite. The new area, Leeway, and everything else they opened up. We're amongst the fireworks from last year. They don't have this in here this year. You could pick whatever characters you wanted. They had a cool little mini game. You're supposed to collect those little items. But I can just take the time over here, enjoy the event and the area around you. And I did it with whatever character I wanted. Yao Yao. She's right there amongst the fireworks. This is the effort they put in last year. And this year, they could have just reused this resource, but they couldn't even be bothered to do that. They've already gotten all our money from the Primo Gems from the previous banner, so why bother with this Chinese New Year thing of theirs? We'll just put the least amount of effort in, we'll eat the slop up, and take whatever's coming next. So for me, I'm sorry. This was nice last year, even though they messed us over in the wishes, which should never happened. I figured they'd fix that issue and give us more events like these and bring you more into the Lantern Rite. So I gave it a fair shake. I'm checking out some other areas. Here we are. Fly down. They have not made any changes. And again, peak of the festival. Where are all the people? Where are the NPCs? Where's anything to make this feel like there's a celebration and an event going on in your world? You go to Wuthering Waves, you're in Renacia, it's filled with people, liveliness, and things to see. Here, it's almost an empty world. And this isn't an event, people. It makes it even worse. These little fireworks they got going off, they only stay lit for like 20 seconds to maybe 45 seconds at most, and then it stops. And even though the music can be enjoyable in this game, it never completely stays playing through while you're in the game. There's so many odd dead points where there's no music. The only reason you're hearing music in this video is because I cut it myself to make sure there's something behind it. But I'm a small YouTube creator. How come they can't even take the amount of time to put that effort into their game when they're putting an event together? I'm sorry, people. I can't do this anymore. You want to know why I don't usually talk in my videos? Because honestly, a lot of my videos would sound just like this. For the things that they do right, like Hu Tao's costume looking amazing, they do so many other things wrong or ignore the things that we really ask for or need. And I was excited to even come over here to showcase my Hu Tao, but then I come to find out they couldn't even put the fireworks out over here. They did last year, but there's nothing even lit. They've taken resources out over and over. There used to be NPCs here that had part of a storyline involved into it, but there's nothing here this year. And again, this is a festival. Where are the people? Where's my storyline? Why couldn't you get the English cast together since the strike's over with? Why couldn't you end it earlier? And the sad thing is, we'll never even see any of those parts of the event voice acted by our favorite characters because they'll never take the time or effort, because to us, they're just not worth it to them to do it for us. They refuse to go ahead and give us what we've asked for in the Abyss. They won't make the open world harder, and I'm sorry. The player base here, when people like myself or the players that actually are passionate and care about it and put time into it, say, hey, give us a world level as hard as the Abyss so we can enjoy and have that fear that maybe around the corner something can kill me. I might want to bring a shielder with me or a healer. But they will not give it to us because they want us to go into their predatory Abyss dungeon and feel bad about the characters that we've invested in here. And we accept this, people. And you keep playing and wishing on it. I can't keep on putting content out like what I've been doing. That's the reason I don't voice most of my content. I try to shut up, show some cool music that they put out, occasionally backed with some anime music or other things that I find interesting, and try to make a showcase that's entertaining to go ahead and see. But when they keep on using the same resources and put the low effort in, and I can't even enjoy the open world. This is the same angry couple they had last year. So these people were mad at last year's Lantern Rite. Rightfully so, and they're still mad this year just like I am. But this is the most disappointing Lantern Rite I've had yet. So guys, join me as I start to play Wuthering Waves and join me on that journey. Help go ahead and shed yourselves of mediocrity and hit that like and subscribe. Help me to get that 1,000 views count that I can go ahead and get for my subscribers so I can make a little bit of money because I still have a full-time job. I'd really appreciate it, guys. So join me in my journey with Wuthering Waves. I'm putting out a few new videos here in the next few days. I hope to see you guys there soon. And hey, we'll just leave off this angry couple about how we all should feel about this. See you later.